Your life matters a whole lot more than you think it does. Well, at least that's what I think. You may not agree with me because you probably just see yourself as an average person who's doing average things, going to work, getting coffee, talking to the barista, hanging out with your friends, drinking beer, watching the game, whatever it may be. You may not see yourself as special or important in the grand scheme of things, but I believe that your life is incredibly valuable. I believe my life is incredibly valuable. And not for reasons of fate or destiny, no, for a really basic reason. And it's that I believe you and I each have a duty to act and behave in the best interest of the collective good. What I mean by this is that every word you say, every action you do, every behavior you partake in, all of these things create your reputation, and your reputation precedes you. In fact, your reputation is going to be the thing that either builds or destroys the public trust. The way you live your life matters. What you do matters. You may not be remembered like Julius Caesar. You may not be written about like Napoleon Bonaparte or Alexander the Great. You may not be a great historical figure. Probably not. I know I probably won't be. None of us will probably be remembered. The statistics are not in our favor. And to be quite frank, there are a lot of downsides to be remembered in such a light. The history flip-flops back and forth. 1 second you're evil, 1 second you're a hero. It's a lot of pressure. But in any case, your actions matter because you're either enhancing the collective or you are taking away from the collective. And this example is best seen in dating because what I see is that men and women are in a sort of prisoner's dilemma where men want to love women, women want to love men, but because of the situation they're in, because of the game theory that they have been placed into, the boxes that they are now caged in, they have to choose what is in their best self-interest. And unfortunately, that means they both spend 5 years in jail. If you know the game theory situation, you understand what I'm talking about. If not, I can explain it in another video because I don't really want to dive into that too deep here. But you see this all over the place. People lie on social media and they get fame. And that fame turns into dollars. And so everybody watching them, hundreds of thousands of people liking the posts and sharing them with their friends, reposting it to Facebook or Snapchat or Twitter, whatever, they now think to themselves, well, what if I just lied? What if I just lied a little bit or bend the truth just a little bit, twisted it a little bit, not too much. Not too much. I don't want to be too egregious, too heinous. Just bend it a tiny, tiny bit. Maybe I can have some dollars in my bank account. Maybe I can be rich and famous like them too. What if I go out in the streets and I say something heinous? Maybe I'll be a celebrity. Maybe I'll be someone that people praise and worship and celebrate. Maybe, just maybe. See, every action is either enhancing or destroying, taking away from the public trust, from the public good. Every time you lie, you are incentivizing more people to lie. Every time you cheat, you are incentivizing more people to cheat. Every time you backstab, you are incentivizing more people to backstab. Every time you commit infidelity, you are incentivizing more people to commit infidelity. Every time you cook the books a little bit, you're incentivizing people to cook the books a little bit. Every little bit counts. It's the butterfly effect. It's the ripple effect. Now, of course, it's just my opinion. You don't have to believe in this. You can throw this away with tomorrow night's trash. That's fine. But I urge you to at least consider these words because I believe they're important. And I believe that, quite frankly, this is the only way we're going to step away from the cliff we're peering over. I don't think it's going to be political reform. I don't think it's going to be legislation. I don't think it's going to be activism in the streets. I certainly don't think it's going to be burning things down. We've seen how that's gone. I don't think it's going to be a new religion. I don't think it's going to be a new creed or code. I certainly don't think it's going to be war. I don't think any of these things are going to change anything. A new currency? Nah, it's not going to be it. And quite frankly, we don't have the power to control those things anyway. But what you and I can do is look ourselves in the mirror and realize that though there is a great case to be made that we will not be remembered in 100 years, that our lives are meaningless in the grand scheme of things. Amongst the cosmos, we are very insignificant, that we still have a duty to do good to our fellow man and to our fellow woman and to the children that hopefully we leave a better world for. Because even if we are not materially rewarded, even if we are stepped over, even if we have to deal with a little bit of pain or a lot of pain or public scrutiny, people calling us squares, people saying that we're not fun. Oh, why won't you just party with us? Why won't you just say that? You should just say that. Even though we have to deal with it, it's a small price to pay, in my eyes at least, knowing that we're doing the right thing and that we're helping other people to be incentivized to do the right thing as well. Now, I want to say that I'm not perfect when it comes to this. And in fact, for a few years there, starting when I was 15, I was focused purely on material resources. I just wanted to get rich. I just wanted to get famous. At 16, 17, I wanted to be a superstar rapper. That's all I wanted to be because I wanted to prove everybody wrong. But now at the age of 25, almost 26, I turned 26 in a month, I could tell you that the biggest thing that I've done over the past 5 years in particular is focus on becoming a better person. I made a video about this where I discussed the difference between being a great man and a good man, a great woman and a good woman. I discussed the difference between these two things because I believe it's important. And what I've found is that I have gained so much more, infinitely more, from just trying to be a good man. Someone who does the right thing, who speaks honestly, who lives authentically, who weighs contradictory opinions, who shows empathy, who shows compassion, who listens to other people, who learns, who makes himself someone who can be relied upon, who cares for others, and who genuinely wants to see other people succeed. Someone who's actively dissolving their ego, and someone who's working on becoming a better version of myself. I've gained so much more from that than trying to get rich, or trying to become a celebrity, or trying to become a famous rapper. I've gained so much more from that. So even if you don't do it for the common collective, consider doing it for yourself. Even if it's just going to be a selfish pursuit, consider doing it, because I know in my life, it's helped me tremendously. And I've seen it on the faces of others. I've heard it in their voices. The conversations I've had with people talking about this, the connections I've made between people I've never met before, people from all different backgrounds, colors, and creeds, recognizing that we can fix this world if we simply fix our actions. We can change the world if we simply change ourselves. And perhaps it's pie in the sky. Perhaps it's never going to happen. But at the very least, it makes me feel better. It'll probably make you feel better. And shit, it'll give us something good to do in the space of time we have before we inevitably meet our maker. So that being said, I urge you to ponder these words. Comment what you think down below. And if you gain value to this, subscribe to the page. I'd love to see you as a viewer on the next one. Much love, peace. This is New Da Vinci. Have a great day.